Start with a clean sheet of paper, and you want to draw a very straight horizontal line across the bottom. This is called your horizon line. Okay, and then you also want to draw two dots at each end of that line. These are called your vanishing points. And we use those vanishing points to set up our guidelines. And as you see here, I'm going to draw some guidelines at an angle up from the vanishing points. Here's the vanishing point. I'm going to draw a line all the way up through here, and that is one of my guidelines. Okay, and I'm going to do both sides. Here's the other vanishing point, and I'm going to draw a line right there. They're going to intersect right here. Next, I'm going to draw two more lines. Here is the original lines right here. I'm drawing these two lines down here at the bottom, just below that, from the vanishing points, just like I did the first time. And I'm drawing them to where they all intersect, like so. Now I'm going to use my parallel bar. Okay, and my triangle. To draw vertical lines, I'm going to draw one here, right where those lines intersect. I'm also going to draw one here and here, where those lines intersect. Those are the edges of my cube. This is the front edge. Or that edge that is closest to me. This is the left edge, and this is the rear edge. See here, I've got all three of those lines drawn from those intersections. Intersection here, intersection there, intersection there. Now, those three lines that I drew, 2, 3, I'm going to connect with diagonal lines. Also, those lines are also coming from my vanishing points. I don't draw full lines all the way across. I just draw this line here. As you see, it will line up with this vanishing point. And then I draw this line here. And as you can see, it also lines up with that vanishing point. Those will actually represent the top edge of my cube. Okay, now I'm going to darken in these lines right here. They were already there. They actually are part of my guidelines. These are the bottom edges of my cube. And they are considered to be consumed by the shape since they sort of took shape as we drew the geometry. And now we of course can do some shading. It's actually called tonal shading. And of course you don't have to use tonal shading. You can use cross hatching or whatever that you desire. The thing that you want to consider is your light source coming in this way, and you can have your light source coming from whichever direction that you want. And right here I have shaded this side kind of lightly, bottom, I shaded that dark. Shaded it dark because it gets little or no light. This side over here gets some light. But not as much as this side gets because it is directly facing the light. So it gets no shading. And of course you can start erasing some of these lines, these guidelines, and then you have a completed cube.